Have you ever been watching a live stream,
Right.
like maybe an online auction or one of those
Yeah.
big online multiplayer games and just wondered
Yeah.
how it all works so seamlessly?
Right.
It's easy to take it for granted, but behind the scenes, there is some crazy tech making it happen.
Yeah.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a company called Nano Cosmos.
Interesting.
They are all about real-time video that quote-unquote simply works.
Yeah.
And today we're going to unpack what that actually means and how they make it happen.
Right. So I think one of the really important things to understand about their approach is that the idea of simply works, it really is about making all of the complexity of live video invisible
Right.
to the end user
Yeah.
so that businesses can focus on what they do best.
So it's almost like they are removing a headache for these businesses.
Right. Yeah.
So they can focus on their core business, whether that's
Right.
gaming or online options.
Exactly. It could be anything. And they really achieve this through a combination of really robust technology and a really dedicated service. So it's kind of like a two-pronged approach.
So it's not just like they've got the tech and then they just set it and forget it.
Exactly. It's a very hands-on approach.
Got it.
So they've built this really powerful infrastructure, and it kind of has these three key pillars.
Okay.
And those are the content delivery network, which you'll often hear called a CDN.
Okay.
Then there's the player itself.
Okay.
And then really crucially, there's the analytics piece.
Okay, so let's break each of those down one by one.
Sure.
Let's start with what is so special about their CDN?
So basically, imagine a network of servers that are strategically placed all over the world.
Okay.
And that is basically what the CDN is. It's like
Oh, wow.
this global network that makes sure that no matter where somebody's watching from,
Yeah.
they get a smooth, high-quality stream with no lag or buffering.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so think of it kind of like the highway system
Okay.
for your video data. It's making sure it gets where it needs to go quickly and efficiently.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And the player itself, right? You mentioned it was special.
Yes, this is really where things get interesting.
Okay.
They've developed this really unique player specifically built for this real-time, low-latency streaming. And they do this using their proprietary technology called H5 Live.
H5 Live.
Yeah. And unlike kind of these traditional streaming protocols that are all used to, H5 Live is designed specifically to minimize delay.
So are we talking like milliseconds here?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So it makes it perfect for all of those interactive experiences where every millisecond counts.
Right, because if you're in like an online auction
Right.
or you're playing a game online,
Yeah.
like milliseconds can make all the difference.
Exactly. Things like live auctions where people need to be able to see the bids in real time,
Hmm.
or, multiplayer games where split-second reactions are absolutely crucial.
So it really eliminates that lag that we've all experienced sometimes with live video.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And to make sure everything's running smoothly, there's that third piece that I mentioned, the analytics.
Right. So tell me about the analytics. Like what kind of insights can they provide?
So it's not just about
Yeah.
vanity metrics.
Like how many viewers you have?
Exactly. It's about going deeper than that. So their analytics dashboard will give you a really deep dive into user behavior.
Okay.
So you can see things like where people are dropping off,
Wow.
what moments are really engaging them, and even how different geographical locations are experiencing the stream.
Oh, that's fascinating.
So you can use that information to make the streaming experience even better.
Yeah, because you can identify if there's like a technical hiccup in one location or something.
Absolutely. And you can see, what's really resonating with people and use that data to inform your business decisions.
So the Simply Works approach goes even further than just this core infrastructure,
It does.
right? They have all these additional features
Yeah.
like security tools and live transcoding.
Yeah. All right. So the live transcoding is really interesting because that makes sure that the stream can be viewed smoothly on any device.
That's huge, right?
Yeah, whether it's a smartphone or a high-end gaming PC. And then the security tools protect your streams from, unauthorized access and piracy, which is a big concern these days.
So they've thought of everything, but this is all useless if it's too hard to use.
Well, that's where the service element comes in, and that's really key to that Simply Works philosophy.
Okay.
They've really designed their platform to be incredibly user-friendly,
Okay.
and they handle all the technical heavy lifting. So things like updates, maintenance, troubleshooting, all of that is handled by Nano Cosmos.
Oh, wow.
Through these really easy-to-use web dashboards and APIs.
So even if I'm not a tech expert,
Exactly.
I can still use all of this stuff.
And if there's ever an issue, they have a team that's there to support you 24/7.
That's great.
They really understand that real-time video is mission critical for a lot of businesses, and they're committed to providing that seamless experience.
Yeah, it's clear that Simply Works is not just like a marketing tagline.
Exactly.
It's really a commitment.
Yeah, it's their philosophy.
To making real-time video accessible, reliable, and stress-free for everyone.
Right, and I think that's really what sets them apart.
Yeah, so next time you're watching a live stream and everything's working flawlessly, just take a second to think about all the technology and the people that are making it happen behind the scenes.
It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
It was a pleasure.
Into Nano Cosmos and their real-time video that simply works.
My pleasure.
I'll see you next time.
Take care.